Monkey Man, Monkey Man, Monkey Man, Monkey Man. It's kind of funny how this is one of the most anticipated movies I had, like, while it was like putting trailers and all that stuff. Yet it was the last movie I saw. Yet it was the last movie I saw after my bench watching movies at a theater weekend. So, yeah, sorry about that. But that is to say the least, whatever whatever the case may be, this movie was a fantastic time. And I'm so glad that at the very least I got to see it on theaters before they kicked it out, because it was honestly a good time. And I think okay, let me start over. Let me start over for a second, cuz I want to get this point out of the way. Going into this movie, or even when the trailer came out, right? A lot of people were like, "Oh, this is the new John Wick shit. This the John Wick. This Wick John." And I'm like, "Okay, this is not a John Wick movie." Like, yes, it has a lot of references and it has a lot of very what you call it, action-packed scenes, which are remarkable, by the way. They're insane. They aren't no John Wick though. And this ain't no John Wick movie. This is like a overcoming, coming of age, it's just some main character bullshit movie, which is really good. Okay, so a lot of people calling this like, oh, this is the new John Wick. You're not completely right. Like, you're not fully right, but you're like wrong. You know what I'm saying? It does have its moments where it shines and stuff, but if you go into this movie expecting a John Wick movie, like this is you're absolutely not going to get that. Okay, you're just going to get a monkey and a man doing monkey man things. Yeah, that was a very whack joke. Sorry, that's my Madame Web writing. I find it hard to think about things that this movie did wrong, because I really enjoyed it. I think one of my biggest complaints, like in general, about this movie, and I'm pretty sure I've said this at this point, I've said this about almost every single movie released this year, and it's runtime. This movie could have been like, shit, I don't know, like 20 minutes, like shorter, maybe even, like, I mean, that's a lot, but like 20 minutes shorter. Like, there's a lot of scenes that go on for too long, and I don't know, man. Like, I feel like at a certain point, there's a fight at the end where they take a swing and then they stare at each other. They take a swing and then they stare at each other. They take a swing and then they stare at each other. And that shit goes on for like at the very least 5 minutes. And that's like the big, well, not the big fight, but that's one of the biggest fights in the movie. And these are things that I'm like, bro, like, just get on with it. Like, we don't need to, like, the tension is already like there, we don't need to like wait and wait and wait and wait. You know what I'm saying? And it happens quite a bit, right? But needless to say, the action sequences in this movie are quite impressive. And me, reading upon who Dev Patel is, and how, the things that he went through to actually make this movie and stuff, really just impressed me and made me appreciate the movie even more than I already had. Right? I already had read about the things he did before I even watched the movie, which is maybe biased or whatever you want to call it, but I was rooting for this movie. This movie is just a very good time, and it's one of those movies where you just like, you could, it's not a sit back relax movie, because you actually have to like pay attention. This ain't no John Wick where you can like just and dialogue and then just wake up when the action is going on. Like, it's not like that. Because that's how people watch John Wick. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. I don't watch it like that, but I'm just saying. I mean, like, when I look at my side on the theater sometimes, because someone's fucking talking always, that's what they're doing. So that's what I mean. This is a movie that has a lot of depth, and it has a lot to do with religion beliefs, and it has a lot of richness. You know what I'm saying? It has a lot of depth. it has a surface, but it has also some things beneath the surface, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that it just did not like fully make the whole point of the movie the action. It just had more to tell than just the action scenes, which I appreciate. There was like an action scene where they had like fucking full screamo metal. I was surprised because the whole movie felt like John Wicky with with the music. It was Indian music and all that stuff, which I really like. And but when that fucking heavy ass fucking metal dropped in, I was like, holy fuck, wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. What the fuck? And it was really good. That was like a standout scene in the entire movie for sure. For sure. This is to be one of the best movies this year has to offer thus far. I think this is definitely a better film than Roadhouse. I mean, like, okay, I liked Roadhouse, but I liked it because it was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too over the top, but it's fun. You know what I'm saying? And not many action movies are getting dropped this year, from what I can tell. So not really much competition in that department. So having this movie come in and actually be incredible in action scenes and also be incredible in storytelling, it's obvious that it's going to overtake it. So right now, this is my second favorite movie of the year. Number one being Dune. There's a massive gap between Dune and now Monkey Man. There's like an astronomical fucking gap there. But uh, that is my opinion when it comes to the films released this year, which the competition has been really fucking trash. So regardless of the matter, giving this movie a rating, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. This movie is definitely worth the watch to support people that Hollywood don't believe in, because technically that's what it is. And we out here just supporting people that are getting canceled or just booted off of Hollywood because fuck Hollywood. I want to be an actor one day. I want to be in movies one day, but fuck Hollywood.